Nobody has tagged me yet for the 5 facts about you, so I just thought I would put out my own 5 facts about myself because I'm interesting too, and you know, if you're gonna watch my videos you need to know a little bit about me, right? The first fact that you should know is that my favorite color is red. It's pretty much the best color out there. Since I have really fair skin and I have really pretty blonde hair, when I wear red, it looks really good on me, so I really like to wear red. It makes me look pretty. It's really conceited. And then I went online to look up what it means if your favorite color is red. People who like red are ambitious and aggressive and energetic and passionate and spontaneous. Oh, and attractive, which is totally me. And we're seductive and we're powerful and we are addicting. Yeah, we are. And I also like the color red because other people really just like the color blue a lot, and I don't really think blue's that pretty anyway. Fact number 2, I was born on the very same day as the first test tube baby. We were both born on April 16, 1986. I'm sure a lot of other people share my birthday too, but the weird thing is that her name is Katie and my name's Katie, and we were born on the same day. Is that a coincidence, or are my parents just not telling me? Number 3, I hate eggs. They're gross. They smell like fart. Why would you want to put something that smells like fart in your mouth? I will not eat them scrambled. I will not eat them sunny side up. I will not eat them poached. I will not eat them in an omelet. I won't even eat French toast if it is too eggy. I'll eat eggs if it's baked into something like cookies, but if it's mostly an egg-based product, flan or souffle, no, I'm not gonna eat that. Ugh. They're gross. Ew. Number 4, when I was 9 years old, my family packed up and we all moved to Mexico. We moved to a little town called Texcoco, right north of Mexico City. We lived there for about a year and a half. There's a lot of poverty, and being 9 years old and seeing all the poverty in Mexico City was really hard, and it made me really sad. And I didn't know what to do because I was 9 and I didn't know how I could help all those people, you know, and I would see little kids, you know, 5 or 6 years old, sitting up against a building on a sidewalk trying to sell chicles for just pesos, you know, because they were poor and that's what they had to do. And it was just really sad and really depressing to see when I was 9, and it definitely opened my eyes at a really young age and has affected me ever since, where I just really like to help people now and try to help people have a better life. It was kind of cool living there because it's like the biggest city in the world. I used to have to wake up really, really early every morning and get on my uniform and get on this bus and drive into this city. We went to this private British school and all of our teachers were like imported from the UK and they were all British. And the food was really good as long as you knew what you were eating. Sometimes you weren't quite sure. You know, my mom asked this guy, oh, you know, what is this tacos al pastor made out of? It is made out of sheep when it is not made out of dog. And fact number 5. Besides living in Mexico, I'm also really well traveled. I've spent the summer in Okinawa. It's a prefecture of Japan. Lived there all summer, and I was working on a military base, and I was working as a camp counselor for military kids, and it was a lot of fun, and I got to go see really cool things in Okinawa, which is a small island and not a lot of people really go to unless they're in the military or they're Okinawan. And then the next summer I spent in South Korea doing the same thing. South Korea is south of North Korea, duh. And the base I was living on was only a few miles from the border of North Korea, so that was really cool. This was during the summer when we were having all that, oh my gosh, North Korea's gonna attack and we're really scared, and I never even actually got to the border. I had a plan to go to the border, and then I didn't wake up in time the next day. It was really sad. That would have been kind of cool to see the North Koreans standing on the other side pointing their guns at us, but. And then after I went to South Korea for a summer, I came home for a week, and then I took off for Germany, and I spent fall semester of '06. Yeah, I spent the fall semester of '06 in Germany. I was actually working at the CDC with 4-year-olds, and that was a lot of fun. Germany is an amazing country, and if you ever have the chance to travel to Europe, I definitely recommend going to Germany because it is just beautiful. The architecture of the buildings and just the way everything looks, and the landscaping. It's just a beautiful country to go to. I mean, Europe is beautiful in general, but Germany's pretty badass. Our first weekend there, we went to Amsterdam, and that was scary, shady. I also spent a weekend in Italy hiking Cinque Terre. That was fun. I went with my parents down to Neuschwanstein. That castle, which is the castle that Walt Disney modeled the Disney World castle after. And then I also went to France for a weekend, and I got to see the Eiffel Tower, which was also gorgeous. So I definitely recommend Europe. Everybody should go. Those are my 5 facts, and I'm sorry if they weren't that exciting. So thanks for watching. Bye!